In business, you have to make decisions all the time, but how do you know if you're making the right ones? Every decision is based on feelings, but in business, you will also need to use data to inform those decisions. So this is where a SWOT analysis can help. SWOT involves identifying a company's or projects or an idea's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. SWOT analyses are usually part of a business planning process because they help you better understand your business and identify what's working and what's not working. Now, the strengths and weaknesses section in a SWOT analysis, that is all about you. So time for some self-reflection. But opportunities and threats, these are both external factors that require research and an understanding of your market and your competitors. This is where Semrush can be super helpful. In this video, I'm going to show you step-by-step how to conduct a SWOT analysis of your own. In the process, I will share Semrush tools that can help you snoop up on your competitors and avoid paying thousands of dollars for outdated industry reports. Before we get started, take a moment to click on the link below to download your SWOT analysis template so you can follow along. Now, I am thinking of starting a business selling dog shirts online. No, I'm serious. This is like a real thing. So let's conduct a SWOT analysis to figure out if this idea is worth pursuing. Starting with strengths. In this part, you might want to ask yourself questions such as, what do I do well? And what is unique about my business? In my case, I did some self-reflection and wrote down some of my strengths. I am pretty good at marketing. I can write funny copy, I think. And I know a thing or two about business because I have an MBA. I also have experience running a small business of my own. Next up, weaknesses. This one is a little bit harder and you're gonna have to be very honest with yourself. There are some obvious questions like, what skills or knowledge am I missing? But there are some deeper questions that you might want to ask yourself, like, am I even the right person to run this business? Or is this idea interesting enough to capture my attention for potentially years? In my case, here are my core weaknesses when it comes to this business. First, I do not own a dog or any pets and know very little about pet ownership in general. This has to do with number two, which is that I don't understand my target customer very well. Next up, the external factors. These are the opportunities and the threats to your business. If you have a finger on the pulse of your industry, these will be a super breeze. When it comes to opportunities, you should ask yourself, what emerging trends can you take advantage of? What adjacent markets can we tap into? Maybe there's less competition somewhere else. Last but not least, the threats. When it comes to threats, some questions to consider are, what is our competition doing that we are currently not doing or planning on doing? And what market trends are we potentially not prepared for? Now, again, if you're super familiar with your industry, this opportunities and threats section will be super easy. You can just write down what you know. But if you are like me and are starting a business selling a product to a customer you know little to nothing about, you're gonna have to do some research. Now, I might not be great at understanding pet owners, but I am super amazing at Google. So that's what I did, and I found a bunch of hilarious dog pictures, which are not super helpful for SWOT, but very entertaining, and also some articles and reports. This one in particular is very helpful. It says the pet clothing industry is growing at a 5.1% CAGR or compounded annual growth rate. So a growing market, that's definitely an opportunity. Now, shirts and t-shirts held the largest market share when it comes to pet clothing, and the dog segment is accounting for the largest market share. Again, these are all opportunities, making me very excited for my new business venture. But this report, like many of the ones that you're gonna find online, A, costs money, and B, could be super outdated. Like this one dates back to 2021. Let me show you some things that you can do to uncover competitive opportunities and threats using Semrush. If we go into Semrush and type in any keyword, in this case, I'm gonna type in dog shirts in the keyword overview tool, we will see that there are 6,600 monthly searches for this keyword and a low keyword difficulty of 32%. Most of the traffic is in the US, which is where we are looking to start this business. So these are all wonderful opportunities for us, which I'm gonna write down in my SWOT analysis. When we scroll down in this keyword overview page, you'll notice the SERP analysis section. These are the pages that are currently showing up in the search results for this keyword. I love using this as a way to uncover competitors like littlebeast.co and lovethepaw.com and teddythedog.com. These are all showing up on the first page for the term dog shirts. Okay, now, for a broader look at this market, I'm going to take you to one of these competitors, let's say lovethepaw.com, and add it to our .trends toolkit. .trends is a super cool and powerful tool that provides an instant market overview and competitive insight so you can identify the stuff you care about when it comes to SWOT, opportunities and threats. I'm going to use the Market Explorer tool. When I type one of my competitors and hit enter, oh my God, I get a lot of cool intel. First, you see the level of consolidation in the market. This is a reflection of how many players or competitors there are. Software, for example, is a market with high consolidation as companies like Microsoft and Apple own the majority of the market share. In this case, the market for dog shirts and attires is not super consolidated, which means that I would be competing with a lot of players, but none of them have huge market share and probably none of them have huge marketing budgets either. So for this reason, I'm gonna write this down as an opportunity. I'm a small player, but I could probably compete here. Now, when we scroll down, we can also see the traffic trends for this market and for each individual competitor. It looks like the market traffic trend is going down, not good. So I'm gonna add this as a threat, but interest in this category seems to be growing in other countries, such as India and Norway. I'm gonna add this as an opportunity, potentially for global expansion. Now, when doing a SWOT, you can spend hours exploring your competition, and honestly, I encourage you to do so. At the very top of the Market Explorer page, when you click on all domains, you can check out a list of all your competitors. This is going to help you see whose traffic is growing and whose is not. You can then visit each individual website to get ideas and inspiration for your own business, your project, or business idea. Oh, and by the way, at the time we're shooting this video, Semrush just released the ability to look at all of this data daily in .trends. This means that you can measure your competitors' day-by-day user behavior and be the first to spot emerging marketing trends. Like, for example, Yeezy.com's traffic after their Super Bowl ad, or Tesla's traffic when they reduced prices back in January 2023. Now, that's honestly next level snooping. Okay, back to SWOT. Once you've completed your SWOT analysis, what do you do with it? There's a key action that you should focus on for each quadrant, otherwise known as a strategic plan when you put them all together. When it comes to strengths, you can build on them. In my case, I am going to use my marketing prowess to build a brand that stands out from my competition in the dog attire or dog shirt market. Next quadrant, weaknesses. You want to shore these up. So me, I'm going to conduct customer research so I can better understand my target customer. Probably I'll buy a dog too. My husband will hate that. In opportunities, I am going to invest. SEO is definitely top of my list given the low competition for my main keywords. And finally, I'm going to monitor my threats. I'm going to keep an eye out for the overall market traffic and new product releases from my main competitors. In conclusion, I have a pretty good belly feeling that my dog shirt store is worth pursuing. Remember, SWOT is good for informing decisions. You'll have to make those decisions yourself. With a SWOT analysis, you not only have a clear view of your current state, also the next steps that you can take to set your business or project or idea up for success. And because SWOT analysis is so easy to complete, you can use it for almost anything, right? So certainly for making business decisions, but also in your everyday life. Like, should I buy another houseplant, even though I seem to kill all of them? Or can I take a vacation this summer? I might want the answer to both of these questions to always be yes, but a SWOT analysis will tell me the cold, hard truth, no matter how much I might want to go to the beach. So there you go. Now you have what you need to start making smarter, better, more informed business and maybe even life decisions. So drop us a comment and let us know what you're using your free SWOT analysis template to analyze. And don't forget to like and subscribe to follow me as we build a dog shirt business together from the ground up. How cool is that? Hasta pronto.